Hello everyone, welcome to Shrama Bharati Public School online classes. I am your educator, Ms. Deepthi. Today we will be continuing with our chapter number 6, Separation of Substances, Part 2. The mixtures are classified into two types. First one is homogeneous and the second one is heterogeneous mixture. So let us continue with the first one, homogeneous mixture. Now, homogeneous mixture, that means the mixture in which the components that make up the mixture are distributed uniformly, fine, and cannot be seen clearly, are called as homogeneous mixtures. Foremost example, air. Now, if I talk about air, we can see different gases are present in air, nitrogen, oxygen, and so on. But can we see each gas? No, because they are completely mixed. This type of mixture is called as homogeneous mixture. Similarly, if you take two glasses of water, in one you add salt, in the other one you add sugar. Now just swirl the glasses or rotate the glass. Fine. After mixing, when you cannot see salt is there or sugar is there, now just see, can you found out the glass which one is having salt and which one is having sugar? No, because it gets completely dissolved. Fine. So when the components cannot be seen after some time, this mixture is called as homogeneous mixture. Now moving on to the next one, heterogeneous mixture. The mixture in which the components that make up the mixture are not distributed uniformly, means they are not distributed and can be seen clearly, fine, are called as heterogeneous mixture. Fine. Now the foremost example, if you try to dissolve oil in water, fine. Now you will see the oil will form a separate layer onto water. It will not be dissolved. So this type of mixture is called as heterogeneous mixture. And this is for you all. Think and answer. Here I have enlisted few items: ink, milk, sand in water, fruit cake, khichdi, and you have to classify which will be an homogeneous mixture and which will form heterogeneous mixture. Now, moving on to the methods of separation. Different components of a mixture have different chemical and physical properties. Fine. So on to the basis of chemical and physical properties, we will choose the method of separation. Fine. Now moving on to the first one, separating solid-solid mixtures. Fine. So in this, both the components are in which state? Solid state. Fine. So both the components are in solid state and then we have to choose, we will be choosing which method of separation. Fine. Now the first one is hand picking. Now look over here, you can see these ladies. You can see these ladies. They have adopted the method of separation hand picking for separating solid mixtures. Fine. Now, before adopting this method, there should be one important point. Fine. This method can only be adopted when there is a difference in the size, shape, or color. Fine. The component which we want to separate, it should vary in size, shape, and color. Fine. So in this method, the component that is lesser in number is picked out using hands. Like we can pick out like stones from food grains and pulses, pieces of dirt, husks, etc. Fine. So in this we will be using our hand to pick out the components which we want to separate. Okay. Second one, threshing. Now, threshing, this is the foremost question of the examiner. What is threshing? Remember the term separating grains from stalk. Fine. Mostly the farmers adopt this method. In this method, we separate grains from stalk. Fine. We separate grains from stalk. Look at this farmer. Fine. What it is doing? It is separating the stalk from the grains by beating the stalks onto a hard surface. Okay. Now look over here. The stalks are collected and this is a heap of grains. Okay. Heap of grains. Moving on to the next one, winnowing. Fine, winnowing. Now, what is winnowing? What is winnowing? Winnowing refers to the method in which we separate heavier components from the lighter components. Now, look at this farmer. Fine. Now, this farmer is separating heavier components. Remember, heavier components from the lighter components. Fine. By the action of blowing wind. Fine. With the help of blowing wind, it is separating heavier components from the lighter components. You can see over here, and both the lighter and the heavier components will make a separate heap. Fine, we'll make a separate heap. Okay, now moving on to the next one, sieving. Fine, this method we can use only and only when there is difference in the size of the component to be separated. Okay, when there is difference in the size of component to be separated, the larger components is left behind the sieve while the smaller component will pass through the pores of the sieve. Okay. Now the first example, like during construction of building, stones and pebbles are removed from the sand by the method of sieving. Okay.